Hi everybody, I'm back again and I'm here today with two books that I would like to introduce. A conversation with a dear friend actually inspired me to or reminded me about these books, and it's actually because we are close to start of the school year. Kids are starting kindergarten, school, and maybe some children have a little bit of anxiety about separating from their parents or leaving an environment that they know and moving to a new environment. And it occurred to me that these two books can be maybe a useful tool to discuss these topics with the kids. The first book is called Love Mama by Jeanette Bradley. And the second book is called The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. So these two books, I highly recommend them based on my personal experiences as well. The first book, Love Mama, is more for the younger children, let's say the ages of 2, 3, 4 years old, even though even older children can still enjoy it. And this book, The Kissing Hand, is maybe for a little bit older children, so 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, so a little bit older than 3, and this one I would say younger. So 2-year-olds maybe start with this one, and 3.5, 4-year-olds can start with this one. And story of Love Mama is actually also not only, let's say, a good topic to discuss, kids being separated from their parents, but also it helps maybe introduce if you have to go on a trip without your kids, or for work, or due to any other reason, if you are separated from your child. This is a good book to discuss the topic of that love exists regardless of location and distance. And it's very sweet. It's a story of a little penguin called Kipling, who lives or whose mom goes away on a trip, and he is staying with his daddy penguin, basically. And Kipling goes home that day, and mommy is not home for dinner. She's not home at bedtime. And the next day, when he tries to play, mommy's not there. He pretends, for example, the pillow is the mummy, but pillow mommy couldn't read, picture mommy wouldn't laugh. So basically, he's not having fun, and he's not able to do the activities he typically did with his mom. And he wishes that his mom would come back soon. And he keeps hoping for that until there is a knock on the door and a parcel arrives. And then he receives a lovely, sweet message from his mom with a heart sort of shaped letter that says, "Dear Kipling, my love for you stretches across the wide ocean, through day and night, from earth to sky and back again. And from my heart to yours, love Mama." So basically, Kipling received this from his mom, and it warms up his heart, and he also starts to create a little package for his mom. And his wish for Mama would stretch from earth to sky, through day and night, across the wide ocean, and back again. And of course, at the end of the story, mommy has received the love and the package, and she's back home. And basically, the message is, regardless of where we are, we love our kids. They can trust that we love them, we think about them, and of course, mommy always comes back. So, for example, in Kita, when you leave the kids and they are distressed, this helps to say, okay, mommy always comes back. Mommy will come back. And I think it's a very helpful story. And also, you could maybe, if you're going away on a business trip or for work or for any other reason, you could maybe have this package hidden away somewhere and ask the other parent or another caregiver to present this to your child. Or you could also prepare some activity kits for them to prepare something for you, and it sort of keeps them busy and also keeps this dialogue ongoing regarding how the love is always there regardless of where we are. So this was the first book that I thought it might be helpful in this school start season, let's say. And the second book is The Kissing Hand And this is also very sweet. It's a New York Times bestseller written by Audrey Penn. And it's basically the story of Chester Raccoon and his mummy. And Chester Raccoon is starting school, and he's not at all happy that he's going to be away from his mom and his home, and he's not able to have his own books and his own toys. So he's basically unhappy about leaving home and starting school. And the dialogue then between the raccoon and the mummy is that sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do. And even if they seem strange and scary at first, you will love school once you start. So this is, I think, a nice message to start with. And then Mummy Raccoon explains all the different experiences that Chester Raccoon can have in his new school. And to keep him, let's say, safe and warm and loved, Mummy gives him, tells him a secret, a special secret that's between Mummy Raccoon and Chester Raccoon, and that is the kissing hand. So Mummy Raccoon opens up Chester's left hand and puts a big, nice kiss right in the middle of his palm, and this kiss stays with him. And basically every time Chester Raccoon misses his mom, Mommy says, whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you. And that kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts. So this is again another lovely way to help your kids, let's say, have this comfort feeling. And what I loved about this book was at the end, and you can see we've used it all, at the end there was a lot of heart stickers that you could stick at the palm of your child's hand. You can also use stamps or other stickers if you don't want to have the book, or if you don't have the stickers with you, you can just use any other, let's say, type of memory, but to keep the connection between you and your child, and to give them reassurance. So during the day when they're away and they feel maybe a little bit lonely, or they miss mommy, or they miss home, they can look at this sticker and remember the kiss that was keeping them company, let's say. So I thought this is a really lovely story. And in the end, of course, Mummy Raccoon is also a little bit upset that Chester is going to school, and she's going to miss Chester. So Chester also gives Mummy a kissing hand, and it works both ways. So I also recommend this book. This can be very, let's say, helpful to help the kids feel a little bit more reassured in this separation time. I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you have any thoughts or comments. Bye.